Hello guys, uh, today almost didn't make it, sorry I'm late. Uh, I couldn't even announce the broadcast, well, but you know, it was going to be from the kitchen. Uh, Hope you're doing well today. Let me open here and check out. Ooh. Oh, oh my god, it's so hot in here. Um, Hello Zia, I think you were the first. Hola Alejandro, Ismael. Hello Moa. Here I am. Hope you're doing well. Well, today I'm in the kitchen, but it's really hot in here. And I almost didn't make it because I had many things to do. Mm, Hello, Vital. You were the first on the chat. Chadi, hello, Moa, Zia, Papa, hello. I think you were in Wisconsin. Am I right? Hello, Ali Nice, Mark Pryor, morning. Eleazar Garza, ¿qué tal? Mike Caps, hi there. You made it on time. I was the one that almost didn't make it. Oh my god. Mm, yes, Soher, I'm going to cook paella in a few minutes. As soon as I greet you all, I'll start cooking. If I don't melt before. Hello, Kitsimuk. Greetings to Zurich. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm late, Chadi. It was I had many things to do. I'm working on the All Systems Go video and on another surprise video. I'm thinking we're going to do another quick video to release it next week. I'll let you know. And I was working on that. So sorry, sorry, I couldn't. Well, but it was just like 1 or 2 minutes. So I think we're well. Marco Darros, Davide, hello. Yes, you can check it out later. The video will be here, and also the receipt, the ingredients, will be on the description of the video. Hello, Arsenal. My handwriting, I cannot write here. You know, I'm using an iPad, so it's a difficult, but I'll try. Let me check. Benger, 2511. Good afternoon for you. Marcos Darros, hola. Hello, 8. Hope you're doing well. Kisses. Sí, sí, Val, hoy vamos a hacer paella. Perdonad por el retraso, pero es que entre unas cosas y otras iba loco y casi no llego. No pude ni siquiera poner el post que suelo poner en Instagram y en Twitter avisando que voy a salir en vivo. Y es porque había que... Estoy preparando... Bueno, estoy trabajando en el vídeo de All Systems Go y aparte se nos ha ocurrido hacer un vídeo rápido como el de Changes para estrenarlo la semana que viene y puede ser divertido. José Spinning Cortés, he should be joining the chat any moment. He was here just a moment ago. As you can see, it's really hot in here. Hace mucho calor aquí dentro. Hola Roberto. Mario Suriano, hello, how are you doing? Yes, it is. Well, you know, it's because, I'm sorry because I was running from one place to another and I couldn't make it on time. I'm sorry. Massimo Mirabili, hello, hugs for you. Oh, Papa, you're in Chicago. Sorry. Um, Greetings to Chicago. Hope you're doing well. Um, yes, Mark Pryor. Glad you enjoyed it. And I'm hoping you will enjoy today's mini show, this live broadcast. Today I'm going to cook paella. It's a typical Spanish recipe. You may know it because in the States there are places where you can find it. But this is going to be a simple recipe, very typical from near Valencia, where I lived. Sí, saldrá bien, Daniel, la paella. Hola, Paco Lorca. Sí, ya tengo todo casi preparado. Oh, hello, Moonbear. You made it today. Um Hope you enjoyed the chill out playlist. You know, guys, you have on my Spotify profile, you have playlists I've been doing for you. There are different styles. One playlist is thought of, like a cheer you up playlist, so you can. Another one is disco. There's an 80s, but not like a big 80s hits, but more of some. You'll find there songs that have been almost forgotten, but they are really cool. Uh, Smash room beat, yes, it is warm. It is hot. Hello, Kitabake. Yes, I know, eight. I said your name before. Alberto Marqués. Sí. Dale besitos a Tony. Pues sí, es que iba corriendo de un lado para otro de la casa y casi no llegó a tiempo. Ahora ya voy entrando en temperatura y se está bien aquí. Además, la cocina está a pie de calle, o sea, tengo la calle justo ahí al lado. I'm in a kitchen, Roberto. I'm in the kitchen. But yes, you may seem well, today I put an apron. Uh, so this is our house, really nice. James Staples, hello. Well, I was in a hurry. That's why I'm sweating. It's hot in here, but not that. It's more myself, you know. Mm-hmm. Yes, Arsenal. I may put a tomato on my mouth and cook myself. Let me check. Oh, Jose Spinning just joined the chat. Mm. Hola, Leonard Vargas. ¿Qué tal? ¿Todo bien? Steven Hammer. Oh, awesome. So glad you enjoyed the pictures. That's awesome. If you want to be featured on Facebook or on Instagram, send me a picture of yours with the book and I'll post it. Yes, Roberto, I thought of wearing something lighter for cooking, but I didn't think it would look right because I never would do that, you know? Like cooking, you have to be clean and that for cooking. Yes, paella española. It's a typical dish in Spain with rice, and I'll teach you how to do it in a moment. Hello, Piero. Hope you're doing well. Dieta Romer. Hello. Kisses to Munich. Oh. Uh, yes. Well, here, you know, summer is always earlier than in Europe, so we're here almost in summer. Hola, Alberto Cortesi. Sí, calor y cansado también, las dos cosas. Pero bueno, ya está todo listo y ya vamos a cocinar, así que a pasar un buen ratito y descansar. Eight, yes, Egypt, kisses to Egypt. Hope you're doing well. Daniel, la paella va a ser de pollo. Se puede hacer de verdura. En Valencia, donde se creó la paella, en España, la paella normalmente no se mezcla la carne y el pescado. Entonces, la voy a hacer con pollo porque es la manera más sencilla de ahora en estos momentos que no se puede ir a hacer compra así muy complicada, pues es como más fácil de encontrar todo. Pero vamos, también la puedes hacer solo de verduras, por ejemplo. My favorite dish growing up, anything sweet. Arsenal dream. Arianto, hello. No, Arsenal, the origin of the paella it's Valencian. I know very well. But there's a stew, it's called allipebre. That's the predecessor of paella. It was common in the 18th century, and it has Arabic influence, of course, because of the paprika and the spices. But the paella was invented in Valencia because it was, you know, they began to grow rice in Valencia and gaining terrain to the sea because it was a low sea. They were covering it with sand and turning it into rice fields, and that's why paella was born in there. Yes. Oh, Lolo, it's your favorite dish. Awesome. Francisco Fernández, ¿qué tal? Besitos. Okay, Megalvan, hello, have a wonderful day. Where is my fanboy? Ah, my fan. Here it is. Since I'm with this and this, I'd rather hold it with the two hands because I have arthritis, so I get tired if I leave this for too long. Arianto, I've answered how old I am every day for this is the 28th broadcast. I'm 52 again. I was working, Chadi, on the music videos, on the All Systems Go video and another surprise video we may have ready for next week. John Fernandez, hello, I'm good. Hope you're doing well. Rashidur, hello, greetings to Qatar. Juan José, ¿qué tal? Espero que estés bien. Hello, Ali. Álvaro Chávez, ¿qué tal? Besitos para Costa Rica, cuídate tú también. I ate from Egypt. If you want to learn English, there are plenty of courses online. Search for them, and they are even free courses here on YouTube. I'm going to start. Maura Colini, besos. Okay, so I catched up with all your greetings. Sorry if I missed any of your comments. Please comment again, and I'll get back to you. Or Jose will do for me because for myself because I have to start cooking now. Sí, Valcalle, ahora lo explicaré todo desde el principio. So, Arsenal Dream is asking me if I drag. No, no. Well, you know, I played. I had fun years ago, playing against character and wearing like a military skirt. But it was I didn't do makeup or whatever. You know, with this voice, I cannot pass for a girl, not in my dreams. Well, Jose is saying I could pass for. So, and Jose, I don't think he has ever dragged. I don't know. I'll search for pictures in his drawers. So.
He'll be an ugly woman. No.
He would be an ugly woman, he's saying. But I love drag queens. Many of my friends are or have been drag queens.
We have drag queen friends, of course.
And we have drag queen friends as well here in Mexico. And then we think it's wonderful. Sí, vale, lo que estábamos hablando, sí. Tortillas. Roberto, that's Jose, the one who does Mexican cuisine. You're welcome, my caps. For me, it's a pleasure. Okay, Arianto. I don't have it anymore, Arsenal. It was in 2008 or something. And it was like a short-lived thing. It was for some parties I made for one of my albums. And it was like a ongoing joke, you know. It was. I have a very good friend who's drag. He does drag shows, and he's a singer, very talented. And we've been friends forever. And he always joked. Well, I used to go all suited up to get him from the places he was performing, and he used to joke that I didn't understand the toughness of his work because I never wore high heels. So one day I decided to surprise him. I wore my set hurt like hell. It was very hurtful, but it was fun, and he had fun, and we all had fun with that. Oh, Moonbear, yes. Neuronium, it's a really interesting band. It's a shame their first album, it's not on Spotify. And, well, it's not really available anywhere but in their personal sites. Oh my god, my... Let me... The first album is very interesting, the first album by Neuronium. And Tangerine Dream, they are God, you know, it's like, oh my god. Well, they... you know, there's Vangelis and other electronic musicians, but Tangerine Dream, they really invented things because most of their music was done live. It's not studio work, you know.
Vangelis does that too. He has like a system.
Yes, Vangelis can play live as well, but Tangerine Dream, they were first.
Yeah.
And I'll always, there are things by them that they invented some kinds of arpeggios and that. And hello, Marco. Hope you're feeling better today. Yes, I'm going to start cooking. Oh, okay, Roberto. Maybe one day he has to cook quesadillas. He's very good at that. They are simple but really delicious.
The most basic dish in the universe.
Yeah, but it's delicious. I love quesadillas. They are really nice. Hola, Antonio Maqueda, ¿qué tal? No, que yo soy de allí, ¿eh? O sea, yo nací en un pueblo de Alicante y viví en Valencia muchos años. Respeto mucho la tradición de la paella. Lo que voy a hacer es una adaptación que yo he hecho de la paella aquí en México, con los ingredientes que se pueden encontrar en México, pero sabe igual que la de allí. Es exactamente el mismo sabor. Hello, Randy Kessler. So... You know, Arsenal Dream, I have a sort of color blindness, so I don't really memorize colors. That's why I think I love red, because it's a basic color, and it, fun fact, I discovered blue, the blue color, after I had cataract surgery. I discovered, I never saw it before, and it was amazing. The first time I opened my eyes and looked to the sky, it was like, wow, this is blue? Oh my God, it was amazing. That sensation, you know, the wavelength of that color was something amazing. And I don't know why, maybe it was my eyes or whatever. I didn't, it was my first time experiencing that color, and it was, I was amazed. But I still love red, you know. Blue, it's really nice. But red is my favorite one. So oh, your roots are Spanish. That's awesome. Well, I have family in France as well, you know. I have cousins and my uncle and part of my grandma's family moved to France when the Civil War in Spain, and they have been living there since then. So let's cook. Let's do this. I'm hoping Jose can take. You can. Me puedes ir dando las preguntas que hagan o lo que sea y así me centro en explicarles. Jose is going to be reading any question he feels I should ask. I should answer. Sorry, and I'll start explaining you how to do this and start cooking. So let me turn this. So here we are, kitchen. Yes. ¿Puedes apagar esta luz? Y así, maybe we're going to shut down this light so I don't have this. No, that one. This is better. Sí, sí, sí. So, paella. Si quieres mirar esto y me vas diciendo si hay alguna. Today's paella is for Kubo, for their fanzine Bertoy. I have to tell you. Well, you can find the fourth issue on issue.com. The link is on my Instagram, and since they sent me yesterday a postcard with me on a paella, I told Kubo, the designer, why not cook a paella for you? So, paella. Vamos a hablar de la paella. La paella recibe su nombre por esto. Paella receives the name because of this. This pan is called paella o paellera. Esta sartén se llama paella o paellera. El arroz también lo podéis hacer, si no tenéis esto. If you don't have this, you can also use something like this. You see? You could do this, do rice here, and it would taste as better, but in a lower quantity, you know? This is for like one person or two, and this can be up to 6 persons. So, podrías hacer una paella para una o dos personas y esta hasta 6 personas, ¿ok? Bueno, pues la paella recibe el nombre de esto, lo ponemos aquí en el fuego. Y entonces lo primero que hacemos es bastante sencillo, o sea, necesitamos pimiento rojo, we need red pepper, already cut it, so I don't have to be cutting it. This is red pepper, you know. What you need to do is to clean it, cut it in pieces, and then we're going to use olive oil. Vamos a usar aceite de oliva. It doesn't have to be fancy, whatever brand is good, but it has to be olive oil. No hace falta que sea un aceite de oliva bueno, pero tiene que ser el aceite de oliva, que no sea mezcla o cosas raras. Entonces le vamos a cubrir el fondo de la paella con aceite, que serían unas 4 cucharadas. We're going to put on the paella, on the pan, the equivalent of 4 tablespoons. So we cover the base of the pan. So this is it. And I'm going to put the fire on and let it heat. Vamos a encender el fuego y dejar que se caliente un poco el aceite sin que se queme. We're going to let the oil heat, but never allowing it to burn. It doesn't have to get to the point it's burning. So far it's all clear. Por ahora lo tenéis claro. Necesitáis la sartén, aceite de oliva y un pimiento rojo cortadito a trozos. You need the frying pan, the paella, olive oil, and the red pepper, cut in sliced. You know, it's a sweet red pepper. Don't use green pepper or yellow, and never use spicy peppers. You can add spice later, but if you use spicy pepper, it will be bad for your tummy. You will have a really bad digestion. Any questions? ¿Alguna?
No, está bueno.
Okay, so this is getting warm. I always put my hand over it, not touch it. Don't touch the oil. You don't want to burn yourself. You have to be safe. And today I'm wearing an apron, so we will be clear. I don't know. The other day there was somebody telling me, "Why are you not wearing an apron?" Well, that is. Hoy estoy llevando el delantal, así no me podéis decir nada. No sé qué. El otro día alguien me decía, ¿por qué no llevas un delantal? Bueno, pues let's throw this into the oil. Vamos a echar esto en el aceite. And we use something like this. Don't use metal. Rather use or plastic or usamos una paleta como esta. No, mejor que no sea de metal. Que sea de madera o de plástico. Well, we let it fry the red pepper. So let's get the chicken. Here you go. 6 muslos de pollo son suficientes. 6 chicken thighs. They are without skin, sin piel. Esto lo puedes comprar. Nosotros, por ejemplo, lo compramos, lo congelamos y lo puse a descongelar ayer en la nevera y hoy está bueno. You can keep this on the freezer, and when you need to use it, you put it on the regular fridge for one day, and it will return to its natural form and be okay for use. So now I'm going to cut this in little pieces and throw it into the oil.
Favorite kind of movies?
Favorite kind of movies: sci-fi, action, comedy, sometimes historic. I don't like westerns. It's very rare for me to enjoy a western. I loved that Clint Eastwood western, Unforgiven. That one I love. But I watch everything. Really. I even watch very strange movies, and like I love director and art director, but I also love Billy Wilder classic movies, George Koll. So let's do this. ¿Y hay algo que pueda ir respondiendo mientras tanto?
Sí, lo voy respondiendo.
Vale. Continuamos de cortar esto. So, with the chicken, we have to take out the skin, the little skin parts. We have to take them out and cut it into little pieces and throw it into the pan. This is the only thing I couldn't leave done, the piecing the chicken, because I didn't get that. It has to be as fresh as you can. Sorry, I'm cutting this. But you can ask Jose anything, he's there for you.
I will give you the dirt on Benjamin.
Okay. So you see I'm cutting it in little pieces like this and throwing it here.
Do you ever make seafood paella?
Yes, I've done seafood paella, fish paella. There's even a squid one with the ink of the squid, and it's delicious. But I also learned to adapt. Since seafood is not very common here, you can find it, but it's
different.
It's
than
different
you can
than-
find in the Mediterranean.
you know, in Spain, it's very common. You go to the market and, well, not now. Now you have to stay home. But you go to the market and you find all sorts of seafood and that. But here it's not that common. You have to be like an hour on a car, so I adapt. Me estaban preguntando si he hecho paella de pescado o de marisco. Digo que sí. Lo que pasa es que aquí en México no es como, por ejemplo, en España, que allí todos los mercados tienen de todo. Aquí tienes que hacer mucho camino para encontrar un mercado con marisco y tal. Y bueno, tampoco es el mismo tipo de pescado que hay allá, porque es otro continente. Entonces, pues te vas adaptando. ¿Qué pasa?
Sia Abu Wafi dice que is the black cap for the next video.
In my what?
Black cap.
Oh, the black hat. Well, you know, that's actually his.
Well, the cap, the leather,
Oh, well, it's also yours.
both of them. Hello.
He has a really nice collection of hats. So I borrowed the you know, the cowboy black one for the I Don't Wanna Fight video. And the leather one is his as well. So I'm still here with this, sorry. Only two left. So the point of this is to get the chicken like fried, but not too deep fried, you know? It's, la idea es que el pollo se dore, pero tampoco mucho. O sea,
Sí, que hay Little Feather que tiene en la mente I don't wanna fight mientras dice esto, no sabe por qué.
well, I could do a version of, you know?
De Averly 89 llegó.
Hombre, Sebas, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal, Sebas? Espero que estés bien. Me gustó mucho tu dibujo de Jeremy. Está muy gracioso, lo compartí en mi historia. So let's stir this. Vamos a remover el pollo un poco. And now a little trick. Vamos ahora con un pequeño truquito. Yes, vamos a echarle un poco de tomillo al pollo antes de la sal. Before salt, we're going to put a little thyme leaves, a pinch of it, and it will give it a nice smell and flavor.
Y Tabaque pregunta que what do you value the most in me? Y también pregunta lo mismo.
¿Cómo?
What do you value the most in Benjamin? And asking what does he value the most in you?
Oh. Empieza tú. Well,
Yo la escribo.
okay, he's writing, so I'll not be able to see his answer. Preguntaban que qué es lo que valoro yo más en José y qué es lo que más valora José en mí, y él dice que lo va a escribir, así yo no lo leo. Así, Bueno, hemos echado el tomillo, lo removemos. I threw the thyme here. I'm still doing it. I don't know what I most value. I'm in love with him. What can I say? He's very smart. He's a really nice person. He's good for me. We are good friends. We enjoy a lot of common hobbies and things. We love music. And that's it. I admire his work very much. And I married him. So that's it. Well, I put a little thyme chicken, so the flavor intensifies. Le puse un poco de tomillo porque así el sabor se intensifica. And now I'm going to put some garlic on. Ahora le voy a echar un poquito de ajo. Se puede poner ajo natural, pero por ejemplo yo he descubierto que el ajo en polvo funciona igual de bien y es mucho más práctico porque manchas cortando los ajos. You can use natural garlic, but I've discovered that garlic powder is equally good, and you don't have to be messy with garlic and that. It has without salt, the garlic powder without salt, que sea polvo de ajo sin sal y sin freír ni nada de esto. Y removemos un poquito más. Y ahora le echamos un poquito de romero. ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Parsley? ¿Es romero? ¿Cómo?
Romero.
I think it's parsley. Romero. Le echamos un poquito de romero.
Rosemary.
Rosemary, sorry. Well,
Don't buy the other thing.
the other thing, rosemary. So, a little pinch of rosemary. Stir, removemos después de echar el romero. Pero es un poquito, ¿eh? O sea, no... Porque se supone que hay que echarlo después con el agua para que haga infusión, pero yo descubrí que así frito un poquito queda bueno. The parsley is supposed to be... ¿Era parsley? No, rosemary, sorry. The rosemary is supposed to be put in when you put the water after that, because it will be like an infusion. But I discovered that if you fry it a little, it's also really nice.
What's your favorite dish?
This might be one of them, paella. So, salt. Vamos a echar ahora sal. It will be the equivalent of 1 little spoon, el equivalente a una pequeña cucharita de sal. Pues, ahora el pollo ya está bastante reducidito, ya está cocido, pero no se ha quemado, y igual el pimiento. Entonces ahora es el momento de echarle más verduras. Now that the chicken is almost fried, but there's still parts of it that aren't, this is the moment to put in the next vegetables. So, bueno, voy a decirlo primero en español. En España, lo que yo voy a usar ahora no sería muy común, pero descubrí que funciona muy bien. En España lo normal es echar verdes, y este tipo de cosas, pero yo he descubierto que el espárrago le funciona muy bien. I've discovered that asparagus works very fine with paella. This green asparagus, el espárrago verde. Entonces, ¿cómo se corta un espárrago? Esto también es curioso, pero es que le cambia el sabor. How do you cut asparagus? Never use a knife. Use your hands. You have this part, head and the bottom. Crush it like this, and then throw away the bottom and cut it in little pieces. and then to the pan. ¿Cómo se corta un espárrago? Muy sencillo. Coges la parte de abajo, la quitas con los dedos, lo que salga, la tiras, y lo otro lo cortes así trocitos y lo echas en la sartén. Una cosa que yo hice antes fue poner a remojo el resto del manojo de espárragos para que esté más tierno. I did put the asparagus, ¿cómo se dice manojo? The handful of asparagus, I cut them and put them on water so they will be better now. And another thing we're going to add, cut it in pieces and you put it in water, in a bowl. For maybe half an hour before you start cooking. Lo que haces es poner, vamos a usar también alcachofas, que estos más típicos sí que se usan para ella. Las cortamos, las pelamos, las cortamos a trocitos, las ponemos en agua. Un truco es echarles el jugo de medio limón, así no se enverdece la paella. Es un truqui. Y puedes echar los espárragos también. Esto ha estado a remojo durante ahora ya unos 40 minutos. Echo el agua y lo echo a la paella. This has been on water for more than half an hour now. I'm going to throw away the water and put the vegetables on the paella. So these are, as you can see. Oh, that's nice. This is a piece of artichoke. You see, I peeled it and I cut it and I put it on water. There's a trick if you don't want your rice to turn green. When you have your artichokes on water, throw in half a lemon juice. The juice of half lemon? Well, cut the lemon in two, throw the juice on the water, and that will prevent the artichoke of turning green the rice. Bueno, pues echamos esto aquí. Affirming the asparagus and... Yo sé que si hay un valenciano mirando va a decir, uy, lo de los espárragos esto es nuevo. Pero te aseguro que queda bien. Y a falta de judías verdes, de garrafón o de algo parecido, pues me está bastante bien. I was telling my fellow Spanish guys watching this, if somebody's from Valencia, he would be puzzled. I'm using asparagus, but it's something I discovered works very well and it's easy to find here. So we stir this and let it fry. Removemos esto y lo dejamos freírse un ratito. One of the cool things of this dish is that it smells really nice while you're cooking. You know, everything you put inside smells better. Una cosa chula de la paella es que cada cosa que le vas echando huele bien, o sea, y cada vez huele mejor. Okay. Well, next thing we're going to throw in.
Dice el alcalde que es valenciano, pero no ha dicho nada respecto a eso.
Vale, gracias, Val. No, pero yo sé, a ver, tengo un amigo que es cocinero, que es quien me enseñó a mí, cuando yo tenía unos 20 y pocos, a hacer esto, Quique, que si lo ve, pues me mata. Básicamente, me crucifica. I have a friend, a cook, he's a cook, he's a good friend. He taught me to cook this one when I was in my 20s, and he'd be horrified if I used asparagus, but they taste good, I can tell you. So, yes, as I was telling you, it smells really nice and the colors are really beautiful. So, talking about color, next thing is tomato. Lo siguiente es el tomate. So, you can use real tomatoes and cut it in little pieces and throw them inside, but I've discovered that this serves as well. If you have a, smashed tomato in like a little box like this, a Tetra brick, it's the name, you can use this as well. It's That's good. The only thing is that only tomato, smashed tomato. Que puedes usar tomates naturales, por supuesto, cortarlos a trocitos y echarlos ahí. Pero he descubierto hace tiempo que esto funciona igual de bien, es puré de tomate, simplemente que no esté salado ni con aceite. Y básicamente es que sabe igual, o sea, lo echas y... So we cut this and throw the tomato on top of that. Lo cortamos y echamos el tomate encima. As you can see, it's a recipe you can do at home in these times. You can buy and you have all the ingredients. There's not very strange things happening. Es una receta sencilla que en estos días de cuarentena pues puedes pedir online a tu supermercado favorito los ingredientes y es fácil de hacer y queda bueno. O sea, y ya sé que tomate natural estaría mejor, pero es que te aseguro que queda igual de bien. He hecho la prueba y no hay mucha diferencia de sabor. I've done the test of using real tomato and this, and you cannot tell the difference.
Esto ya es como la versión 6.0, o sea, ya hay pruebas atrás.
Oh yes, there's been lots of tests, you know, when I arrived. Either too spicy, because you know here everything has spice on it, or they were like no flavor.
They were not awful, but they were like legit paellas.
Yes, that were not legit. They enjoy them as well. I didn't because I'm from Valencia, so I need it to be right.
How much oil did you use?
You have to cover the floor of the pan, so it's like 4 big spoons.
Or depending on the size of the pan.
Yeah, depending.
Cover the floor.
Yeah, cover the floor, not like 4 spoons like this. That would be the equivalent. Maybe more. Just cover the floor of the pan, and that's it. You wait until it's heat, it's hot, and then you throw the pepper and all the rest. I'll put the list of ingredients later. So you stir the tomato with this, mezclas el tomate para que se le vaya, para que todo se... Now it's the time to... No he cantado nada y no creo que pueda cantarnos nada hoy porque es muy trabajoso.
Va a ser difícil.
Sí, va a ser difícil. Puedo cantar, no sé, una... No sé.
¿Tienes cumpleaños aquí? ¿Cumpleaños?
Es el cumpleaños de alguien. It's anybody's birthday. So, we put a little salt on it again, like two little spoons, for example, como 2 cucharadas pequeñas, y removemos, and stir. One important thing, put your pan, your frying pan, in the center of the heat, so the heat is uniform everywhere, you know? You don't need to have a big fire, or if it's on electric, oh my god, an electric machine, you don't need like big, use the bigger, but put it on the center, and if needed, move the pan to distribute heat. Pues eso, que tiene que estar, no hace falta que sea, da igual que sea fuego o eléctrico, la cuestión es que esté la paella en el centro y que el calor se distribuya uniformemente. Bueno. Now, this paprika, sweet paprika, like this. My advice, if it's smoked paprika, it will taste better. Si pimentón dulce, esto es lo siguiente. Mi consejo es que si es ahumado, estará más rico. Lo ideal, si uno está en Valencia, es usar ñoras, pero ñoras aquí no saben ni lo que son. O sea, no hay.
¿Ñoras?
Ñoras.
Aquí ñoras es otra cosa.
Pues eso, aquí una ñora es otra cosa. So, there's a typical pepper in Spain that's not available here in Mexico. I don't think it's available in the States either. But the name of that pepper in Spain means a different thing in Mexico, and it seems to be something sketchy. I don't know. What's the name? ¿Qué significa?
Ñora es una especie de... Le dicen ñoras a las señoras.
Oh, ladies are called like that pepper. Las señoras se les... Bueno.
It's like a contraction for lady.
Okay. So, sweet paprika, smoked, if possible. Throw like little spoon.
Pregunta Lolo de FR.
Sí.
Is curry not better than paprika?
No. Don't use curry on paella. It's a different flavor altogether. You can use curcuma. You know the colorant, the lighter version. If you don't have saffron, you can use curcuma, but I advise not to use it because it's a different taste altogether. Yes. So, hemos echado un poquito de pimentón dulce, ahumado, como una cucharita y media. Esperamos para remover porque no es bueno que el pimentón se fría. We wait when we throw the sweet pepper, the sweet paprika, sorry. You have to wait a little because it's not good for the paprika to touch the oil directly, you know, to fry. It's better that it cooks on top of things. Es mejor que se vaya haciendo encima de todo, se vaya deshaciendo, y entonces ahí ya lo movemos un poco. When it's mixed by himself, it has mixed, then we stir a little.
Y si vas a dejar la receta detallada.
Sí. Voy a dejar la receta detallada. I'll leave for you the detailed recipe as I did with the lentils. It will be on the description of this video.
Y si Abu Wati, Benjamin, anytime, any day you taste Indian food.
Yes, I love Indian food. I really love it, and I miss it so much. When I was in Spain, I was lucky to be near a neighborhood with real Indian restaurants. I used to go once in a month, and I miss it so much. I love Indian food.
Here you don't find Indian food. It's rare.
Yeah, it's not that typical. Here in Mexico, it's not that usual. It's like Chinese restaurants. I miss my Chinese restaurant in Madrid. You have Chinese restaurants here in Guadalajara, but it's not the same. It's different. So, next thing.
Have you tasted Arabic food?
Yes, I've tasted Arabic food as well, and it's delicious. Black pepper. En grano, pimienta en grano. Bueno, pimienta, no, molida, perdón. Es que son granitos pequeñitos. Pimienta negra. Le echamos un poquito. Media cucharita. We throw like half a spoon. You'll be finding out that there's a lot of little pinches of spices involved in paella, but it really tastes good. So, black pepper. Like this. And then there's a variation I did here in Mexico because Jose likes it. I use cayenne pepper, but I only put a little pinch. It will give the paella a spicy kick. Una adaptación que he hecho aquí en México, porque a José le gusta mucho, es que le añado un poquito de pimienta cayena, un toquecito, muy poco, o sea, porque le da un regusto picante, muy gracioso. That's it. Y removemos. And stir again. Para quien hable español, esto en realidad es como preparar un sofrito. No sé cómo se dice sofrito en inglés. Pero básicamente es eso, es como preparar un sofrito. Well, we are really close of the... That's with the rice. necesitamos arroz grueso. Aquí en México también hay. También sirve precocido, per boil. It's also good. I have one little here. But it's good if it's a thick grain of rice. It'll be better, you know. And this brand is this is a Spanish brand, but it's the typical you could use. There are fancier brands and that, but it's the same. Hay marcas así como más finas y tal, pero es que esto funciona igual de bien. So we let this still fry a little more. Now it has a nice color. It's a mixture of red and green, and it smells really nice. You could eat this like it is, and it will be with bread. It will be awesome. A ver, pues sí, yo creo que ya he hecho el arroz. I'm going to put the rice. I don't weigh it, but it's it may be like 700 grams, not a full kilo of rice, what I'll be using. Like 3/4 of this pack. Voy a usar como 3/4 partes de este paquete de 1 kilo. Eso sería, yo nunca peso, o sea, lo hago a ojo. Eso, como unas 3/4 partes del kilo, eso es lo que voy a echar. Entonces, una cosa que he descubierto también fuera de Valencia es que es bueno freír el arroz. Es bueno antes de echar el agua, echamos el arroz encima distribuido encima del guiso. One thing that's a little trick, and your rice will be better, is that we throw this before putting water. We are going to throw this on top of all that and distribute it and mix it, okay? So, as you can see, 3/4. And I'm going to get me this so I don't burn my hands. And let's stir this and fry a little that rice, okay? ¿Se ve en la pantalla?
Sí.
Pues eso, removemos y que se sofría un poquito el arroz. We mix everything, so it's everything mixed together with the rice and very equally distributed.
Here is asking if you can cook any kind of food or only Spanish and Mexican.
What kind of food?
Any kind of food or just Spanish and Mexican?
Well, I usually just cook Spanish dishes. So we have this. Ya hemos removido, se está friendo un poquito el arroz. La cuestión es que coja un poco de temperatura. Entonces, agua, water. We are going to throw water and cover all we have here. Vamos a echar agua hasta cubrir lo que tenemos de arroz. ¿Me pones un poquito más? One trick is, you know, the paella, these pans have 2 bolts on each side, and one of the tricks of the recipe is to put water until you are in the middle of those bolts. Un truco de las paellas es echar agua siempre hasta, las paellas tienen 4 tornillos para las asas, pues hasta mitad de esos tornillos. Entonces, we have this, we have the water. Now we distribute everything so it's even. Ahora lo vamos a distribuir todo hasta que se quede igualado y el arroz se quede sumergido. The rice has to be under the water, all the rice. Y la idea es distribuirlo sin tampoco remover mucho. You don't have to stir that much, just distribute it so it's even. And the rice is submerged in the water. And here's one important thing about the paella, one trick. This is the last time you stir it. Este es un truco importante de la paella. A partir de aquí ya no se remueve, nunca más. ¿Vale? Tenemos el líquido que cubre el arroz. Entonces ahora echamos el azafrán. Now we're going to throw in saffron. I found this. Esto, por ejemplo, se vende aquí en los supermercados. Este paellero lleva azafrán, pimiento y viene genial. This is a mixture you can find on supermarkets for paella. It has saffron and pepper, and it's perfect for this. If you have saffron, real saffron, that's really expensive, you can use it as well, and you throw it evenly on top of the water. Lo echamos de manera... Entonces, como aún hay agua aquí encima, since there's water on top of the rice, we can stir a little on top, not touching the rice, just the top of the water. And there's another trick, un truquito que nosotros tenemos, que esto es de influencia árabe, this is an Arabic influence, is we use clove, this is smashed clove, you can smash it yourself, a little pinch of clove on top of. Like this. And now I'm going to stir. Voy a remover un poquito por arriba para que se mezcle bien el azafrán, o sea, el paellero este. And that saffron will give it the yellow color of the paella, typical yellow color, el color amarillo típico de la paella, se lo dará el azafrán ese. Otra cosa que podemos echar es un poquito más de sal, no viene mal. We can throw in a little salt, a little more, before it boils, because it's starting to boil now. Just over the top, we move the water, not stirring, and we check if the frying pan is on the center of the heat. Usually, you'll see where the bubbles begin to be. You have to achieve those bubbles on the whole pan. Las burbujas te irán indicando si el fuego está bien distribuido y lo que tienes que hacer es ir moviendo la paella para que haya burbujas en todos lados, de manera uniforme. So that's it. This is it. Now we have to wait until the water has evaporized. One thing I don't think I told you is the fire. It's the power is. You know, but on electric systems, it's like 1/4, you know, one little quarter of power. It's not to the top. Not if you have 100 positions, put it on 75. That's the power you need on your electric kitchen or in your gas kitchen. El fuego tiene que estar al 75% más o menos. Lo que pasa que en cocinas de gas como esta, como tienen menos potencia, puedes tenerlo a tope. Pero si es eléctrica, por ejemplo, tenerlo al 75%. And now you have to be patient and check the bubbles and turn the pan as needed. Tienes que ser paciente y ir moviendo la paella lo que haga falta para que hierva uniformemente. So, this is it.
What about cardamom?
No, it's not the same. Cardamom, it's not the same. Cloves, don't use cloves. That's it. It's not important. The other day I forgot to put clove, and it was equally tasty. But the clove it's like a little trick, a family trick.
How can you make sure the rice won't burn?
Well, that's the point. If you don't stir it and you keep it at that 75%, with the water, what you have to be vigilant is of the smell and okay, I'm going to rephrase it. As long as there's water there, it won't burn. And when you have to be careful, it will be in a few minutes. I'll tell you when. You'll see it for yourself that the water has evaporated, and then that's the moment you have to be vigilant that's not burned. But if it burns a little, that's okay as well, and it's tasty. It's one of the treats of the paella, that some parts on the bottom are a little crunchy. That's good. Me estaban preguntando cómo vigilar que no se queme, y digo que mientras haya agua hirviendo no se va a quemar el arroz, y después hay que estar vigilante cuando se evapore el agua, con el olor te va a indicar que no se ha quemado, pero no pasa nada si se quema un poco por abajo. Eso es el socarrat, que es típico en Valencia, y eso es bueno, o sea, está bastante rico. Simplemente hay que llevar cuidado que no sea mucho. O sea, cuando el agua se evapore, ahí hay que estar vigilante y apagar el fuego enseguida, antes de que huela a quemado. When the water is evaporated, then I'll tell you when. We'll be here and you'll see for yourself, because I'll put the camera close. But I'm going to bring the camera here so you can see. Yes. It's boiling, the water, you know, the bubbles are evenly distributed. Las burbujas están distribuidas uniformemente, está hirviendo, y así pues se tiene que hacer. That's the way it has to be cooking. ¿Alguna cosita más?
No, voy bien.
So this was paella. Hope you enjoy. Oh my God, it's 70 minutes already. Hoy hemos estado haciendo paella. Espero que os haya gustado. No se ha terminado todavía. Hay que esperar a que se evapore esto para poder ver el último paso. There's a final step, a very easy one, for you to achieve the perfect paella.
Can you add tomato paste?
Yeah, tomato paste. That's what I added. The little boxy, the box was tomato paste. That's perfect. It's the only thing I tell you is don't use it with oil or spicy, or as natural as can be. And you can even prepare it without tomato. It changes a little flavor, but it's okay. If you don't have tomato, it's not a problem. You could use ketchup. Not much, because the ketchup is sour. Sour? Yes. That sour thing is not good for the paella. But you could add like 2 spoons of ketchup. Spanish guys will be killing me if I said that, but it's okay to use that. But not that much. Se podría, si no tienes tomate, puedes usar eso, pasta de tomate. La cuestión es que no esté muy especiado, e incluso podrías echarle 2 cucharitas de ketchup. Sé que es como una herejía, pero le da el sabor. Lo único que hay que evitar es el punto agrio del ketchup. ¿Qué más?
Erne dice que I think the tricky part is to put enough water, but
Well, that's okay. My advice with the water is as follows: cover the rice. If the rice is covered, maybe the chicken will be on top, but if the rice is covered, you're safe. That's okay. If you're using a paella pan, the trick is very simple. Look for the bowls. You know, the handlers have bowls. Put water to the middle of those bowls. So that's the trick. It's very simple. It's not paella. It's not a complicated dish. It's not really. And the trick with the water is like that. If you do it in a pan like this, you just put water until your rice is covered. That's it. And there are different types of rice. There's rice they sell that doesn't ever burn or overcook. You can use that if you're not that experienced. You can try that until you get experience. But you'll see it's very easy. Digo que hay muchos tipos de arroz, hay arroces precocidos, arroces que no se queman, que no se pasan. Puedes usar eso si no tienes mucha experiencia y practicar, pero verás que la paella es súper sencillo. O sea, y lo del agua es tan sencillo como cubrir todo el arroz. O sea, no hay que tener miedo a eso. O sea, porque de hecho, si por ejemplo te pasas con el fuego y hay suficiente agua, como va a hervir, no se te va a quemar, va a quedar bien. One good thing about the paella, I think that's why it's a so popular dish, it's very difficult to make it wrong, you know, with the water. Because if the fire is too strong and you put too much water, it will boil and it will. The thing is, you have to wait until the water evaporates. And as you can see now, vamos a verlo ahora, it's already algo del arroz ya empieza a aparecer, ¿lo ves? Incluso podríamos bajarle el fuego un poco para que el arroz, the fire power, if we see it's going too fast, but it's not a problem at all. It's not that important. And you'll see why later. It's the magic of this dish. So hope you're enjoying today's broadcast. I know it's different. I'm not singing, I'm just cooking. But as you can see, this spend a lot of time. One of the good things about paella is you can have friends here with you in the kitchen. Well, now I have Jose, because we're living together, you cannot go out. But you can always be talking and that. ¿Ibas a decir algo?
Marcos Silva pregunta que si debe tener la costrita al fondo.
Si quieres sí, y si no, no. Si quieres que se haga costra al fondo, perfecto. Esperas un poquito más hasta que esté seco. Y el truco está en que cuando el agua desaparece, entre los huecos del arroz burbujea. Entonces cuando deja de burbujear, ese es el momento en que tú decides si quieres que se queme o no. Está igual de rico, no pasa nada, pero tampoco hay que pasarse mucho, o sea, hay que esperar un poquito y ya está. The trick with the for not letting it burn, it's when the water has evaporated in the ¿cómo se dice? Hueco. Between the rice, there will be little bubbles, and you have to be vigilant until they disappear. When those bubbles disappear, then you decide if you want it a little crusty on the bottom or not, and you can take the fire out or the heat out, and it will be fine. You just need to let it rest afterwards. Es que, claro, lo importante con el arroz en realidad es dejarlo reposar después. Es bueno terminar que se termine la paella, dejarla reposar. Y si la dejas 10 minutos va a estar más buena. Y si la dejas media hora va a estar incluso más buena. O sea, porque el sabor se intensifica.
Can you make pizza?
No, because we don't have the proper oven for pizza. We don't have our oven. The heat is from the bottom, and we don't have heat on top. so the pizza would not be as tasty. Yes, because you need, well, if you're Italian, you'll know you need heat all over, but if you don't have heat all over, you need it on top.
And also we cannot go out and buy pineapples because you need pineapple.
That's a heresy. He's been heretic right now. Set him on fire. Herejía. Oh, we're almost there. Look, check it out. Water has almost evaporated. And you see little bubbles here and there. Okay? It's bubbly and you can hear it. So we wait. And it smells good. So we wait a little. It may seem fast, but it works. Puede parecer rápido, pero funciona. Hemos visto que el agua ya casi se ha evaporado. Aún está burbujeando, se oye, y se puede ver burbujitas aquí y allá. Si acaso lo movemos un poco, I'm going to move this so it's better distribute. Entonces, esperamos un poquín. Pues nada, ahora verás. I'm going to wait for a minute or so. And I'm going to be checking out the smell. So far, so good. It smells nice. Does it smell nice, José?
Very nice.
He likes it. A José le gusta.
Let's eat now.
No, hay que esperar. So, let me get this closer again. As you can see, the bubbling has almost stopped. Still smells good. Nothing smells like burnt. And the color is mixed yellow and green. All the colors are nice. So at this moment, we can decide to shut down the fire. I think it's good. I'm going to take a little risk and wait a little more. And this is it. I'm going to shut down this. So, ahora ya he apagado el fuego. Ya está, porque se ha evaporado todo. Yo tampoco quiero que se queme mucho porque a nosotros nos gusta así. We like it this way, we don't like that burned bottom. So now the trick is to let it rest. You don't eat it right away. It will, the flavor will not be the same. If you let it rest for 10 minutes, 15 or even half an hour, it will be tastier. The flavor will be better because it intensifies. You know? Si lo dejas reposar durante 10, 15 minutos o incluso media hora, estará más buena y el sabor se intensificará. Hay un truco que es, si la vas a dejar reposar, por ejemplo, si la haces en un sitio y va a tardar la gente en comer ahora, un truco es a los 5 o 10 minutos cubrirla con periódico. Y está bien, o sea, se conserva bien y puedes comerla incluso una hora después. There's a trick. If you're going to take like half an hour for lunch, you can cover it with newspapers, like two sheets. It will be enough, and it will taste good in an hour or so. If you're going to eat it in 15 minutes or 20 minutes, you can leave it this way, and it will end up little by little. It will be still bubbling here and there, and it will be great. If you wait those 50 minutes, it will be tastier. It will taste better. Si la dejas reposar esos 15 minutos, va a estar incluso, pues eso, más buena. Pero vamos, incluso puedes esperar una hora con él.
Arsenal Green asks, why do you cover it with newspaper? ¿Que por qué la cubres con periódico?
Well, it's a trick. It's something people in Spain do when they finish cooking and they are going to still be waiting for an hour or so, that it's a way of making the top rice to get more water and get bigger. So that's it. We're going to let it rest. As you can see, the bubbling has stopped and it's already there. Yummy, and it smells really good. So, anything else? I wanna. Oh, it hurts to be this much. I think I'm going to turn this and sit down as I was before, because now this has to rest. We cannot eat it right away. He wants to eat it right away, but we're not going to. Let me. Here I am. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the paella. I'll put the ingredients and the recipe later on the description of this video. Recipe, sorry. Pondré la receta y los ingredientes en el. You see, I have a lot of text here. Lo pondré después en la descripción del vídeo para que podáis hacerlo. As I was saying, I'm going to put those ingredients there and a little explanation, but it's not. I think if you try to make it once or twice, that second time will be just right. And the good thing about this dish is that if you don't eat it, well, you see, we are two at home, it's too big, but we are going to save and put it on the freezer, and it stays good for a week. You can eat it for a week if you put it on a Tupperware, for example. You can take a little, heat it on the microwave, and it will taste better. It will taste really good. Que una cosa buena de este tipo de paella es que, bueno, ya veis que es muy grande, nosotros somos dos, entonces ahí sobra. Lo bueno es que lo que sobra lo metes en un tupper y después lo vas sacando y está buena durante una semana. Puedes ir sacándola y calentándola en el microondas o al fuego, pero con el microondas está igual de bien. Y sabe buena, o sea, y tienes ahí paella para una semana. Let me check your... Eso, hay que dejarla reposar, Marcos, es importante. What was the first spice from the light green box? Light green box. I think it was the first spice I put, it was thyme, tomillo. La primera especia que usé fue tomillo. And the name is Thyme. Sorry for my pronunciation. I'll put the recipe. Have in mind that YouTube is taking like almost 24 hours to process live videos now because of this situation, so be patient. But I'll put the recipe there. Glenn French is asking me if I'm going to write a cookbook. I don't think so. I still have to write another album. I have 2 novels on the making, and I have to finish translating my first novel to English, so that's lots of work. But on my family there's plenty of cooks, you know, we all love to cook. I have a cousin, she's older than me and she's a great cook, an incredible cook. Tengo una prima mayor que yo que es una cocinera increíble. En mi familia todos cocinamos mucho. Oh, that's awesome, Lolo. That happens to me as well with French. If I hear my cousins or my aunt speaking French, I understand them perfectly. It's a strange thing. Yes, well, Arsenal, that was the newspaper question. It's just so the rice on top boils itself on time, you know? Mhm. Is Mumber is asking, is daily marketing still a common thing in Spain? Well, when I was there, I used to go to the market every day. It was I love to go to the market because I knew more of the guys on the little, the sellers. And I love my daily walk to the market and to buy things. Well, now it's closed because of the quarantine. I know it well because I have a friend at my home in Madrid, and he told me everything's closed. But yes, for me it was common. Since I work home, I always had a little break at noon. I went to the market and buy the meal for the day. Mumber preguntaba si es típico lo de hacer el mercado todos los días en España. Digo, para mí lo era, hace 4 años. Yo vivía al lado del mercado, en casa, y todos los días bajaba a mediodía, era mi pequeño descanso, ir a comprar la comida del día. Ahora sé que está cerrado, me lo ha dicho un amigo mío que está en casa con esto, por lo de la cuarentena, pero sí, supongo que habrá gente que baje todos los días, como lo hacía yo. Marco Silva, esta paella que acabo de preparar, pues de aquí podrían comer hasta 6 personas, fíjate tú. This paella I've just made, it could serve, give like 6 serves, 6 people, or 4 big guys, o para 4 gordotes. Pero vamos, sí, o sea, lo que haces es guardarla. Arts and Green is asking if I have ever wanted to have kids. I answered this the other day. I had a moment I was thinking of adopting when I was like 38, but no, it's not for me. You know, my life as a musician, I don't have enough stability for taking that responsibility. It would be a huge responsibility to raise a kid. And before, when I worked for bigger artists, I had more income, but even so, it's not like a regular thing you can measure, you know? So it's a normal. Mm-hmm. Okay. Charlie Clown, gracias. Paco Lorca, muchos besos. Ahora cuando termine de saludar a todo el mundo, empezaré a despedirme. Pues sí, eso es, Antonio. Al final cada uno tiene su vida. That's it, Glenn. You know me well. My kids are my music and my books. Uy, no, para nada, Daniel. Es una responsabilidad tremenda lo de tener niños. O sea, no, yo tengo amigos con hijos y vamos, lo sé. Te cambia la vida. Es otra persona. Tienes que hacerte cargo de ella. I was telling, you may see Modern Family and think that adopting kids is so easy, but it's not easy at all. It's a big responsibility and it's a changing life event, you know. Hello, JC. Ah, mira qué bien. Marco Silva. Luego, de todas maneras, pongo la receta entera, ¿vale? Dieter Romer, big hugs. Thank you for being here. Glenn French is asking if I would do a Christmas album. Well, I think I told you before. I was writing a Christmas carol. I've been writing it for finish it in a way I think it's good. But I don't know. Who knows? If I may make it on time, I may release it as a single. I don't know if I could go as far as doing a full album because I don't know. But Yeah, there's a song I've been writing for Christmas. Glenn French decía que si voy a hacer un álbum de villancicos en algún momento, y le he dicho que yo llevo escribiendo un villancico ya años, pero todavía no he conseguido encontrar ese punto en el que yo me sienta orgulloso de él. Que no sé, si lo termino pues lo haré, y que un álbum entero pues no tengo, no se me ocurre, no tengo ni idea. ¿Quién sabe? Thank you, Kisimu. Yes, I was singing with my cooking today, Arsenal Dream. Sí, claro, con un vaso comes. Pero esa es la idea, Antonio. Yo es que hago la paella para que nos dure una semana, para poder comer durante varios días. Antonio was saying they do paella in with little less quantity, but I was telling him that we cook it and we use it for a week. It's like we keep cooking it. Hello, Masaki. Ay, Mr. Q está aquí. Hola, ¿qué tal? Guapo. This was Bear Toys paella. This was the paella for Ben that we should send him to Puerto Vallarta where he's living. Mr. nos dice que se la mandemos a Puerto Vallarta. Love you as well, Mickey J, to India. So this was all for today. Oh my God, I think it's the longest broadcast so far. Hope you enjoyed the paella. It's a typical Spanish dish. It was first invented in Valencia. It has a nice history to it because the grandfather of the paella was a stew that had Arabic influences, as many other things in Spain. But then, since people were forced to grow rice in Valencia, because there was a famine, really crisis, a big crisis in the 18th century, they invented the paella. They just threw rice on that stew. That's more or less what I did, and then water, and that's it. That's your paella. Estaba explicando los orígenes más o menos de la paella, que fue en un pueblo de Valencia, que se vieron forzados a cultivar arroz por una crisis que hubo muy grande en el siglo XVIII. Y la historia es muy bonita, hay libros que hablan de ella, y hay series de televisión en España muy, muy interesantes. Y eso, que básicamente lo que hicieron fue a un guiso que había anterior, que se llamaba allipebre, que se hacía con anguila, that went into the sea, and there were eels there. Y estaba contando eso, pues que así es como nació la paella. O sea, se echó arroz a ese guiso, se le echó agua y así. A Spanish dessert. I don't usually cook desserts because I'd be like, boom, super big. I'm such a sweet tooth, but I could try. Me preguntaba Glenn si algún día prepararé un postre, digo que tal vez, pero es que soy muy goloso y acabaríamos así de gordos. Entonces, pues por eso no preparo dulces. Yes, the Spanish flu, that was not Spanish at all. That's another interesting story why they name it Spanish flu. It was terrible, and the Black Death was la peste, la gripe española en el siglo XIX. Fueron momentos en los que se vivió algo parecido a lo que estamos viviendo. But for lucky, there's so much things developed, you know, the technology, and we can talk to each other, we can have information. Hopefully we will come out of this soon. Yes, Lolo. I don't do, you know, I love, for example, to do pancakes, but I don't do them anymore because I get too big. And Jose has to be careful of his sugar. So guys, thank you so much for another day. Tomorrow it will be a surprise. I don't know what I'll do. I'm preparing a surprise video that I can tell you. I've been working on that, and I'm working as well on All Systems Go and Turn Back the Clock. Soon there will be news about that. Estamos trabajando en los vídeos de All Systems Go, en un vídeo sorpresa del que hablaré pronto. Lo de mañana no tengo ni idea, será una sorpresa, así que yo os avisaré. Pues a mí el arroz con leche me vuelve loco, Antonio José. Antonio José was saying he's a terrible cook, but he did milk rice, I think it's the name in English. Y eso, Daniel, pues sí, mañana será, veremos qué hago. Supongo que alguna canción, bueno, ya veré. Tomorrow I'll think of something. Here on YouTube. Hope you have a nice day and stay home, stay safe, quedaos en casa, estad a salvo. Ya sé que hay gente que tiene que volver a trabajar, por favor, llevar mucho cuidado. I know there's people in Spain that it's going back to work. Please be careful. And that's it. Thank you so much. Besitos. Oh.